Hi everyone, I'm Heather Dawson. Welcome to California Life. Well, the economy is changing the way we travel. Smaller cities here in California are becoming travel destinations, some seeing a 38% increase from last year. Why? Well, because families are going back to the basics. That's why our Spotlight segment is so popular. We showcase places that are only a short trip away. Tonight, we take you to the 5th largest city in California, Long Beach. Here's Chad Rohn.
Long Beach has the best of both worlds. There's only 22 miles south of downtown Los Angeles and is located right on the coast. Long Beach isn't as big as Los Angeles, but it does have the exciting big city lifestyle to it, as well as the relaxed beach lifestyle. As a matter of fact, the average days of sunshine in Long Beach are 345 days out of the year, so it is real easy to find yourself out on the beach. Long Beach is also home to the busiest port in the West Coast. It was recently named the #1 container port in the U.S. for handling the most cargo tonnage. Even though Long Beach is still a growing and thriving community, the city hasn't lost touch with its roots. There are 2 historic sites tucked away in the city of Long Beach in which people could visit and live life 100 years ago. There's also a place that mixes historic beauty with nightlife fun and delicious dining. The Queen Mary doesn't only serve as a floating museum, but also as a hotel, restaurant, nightclub, and much more.
Immediately upon arriving in Long Beach, they began transforming her from a luxury liner into a floating hotel, a convention center, and a tourist attraction. We opened to the public in this location in 1971. In 1993, we were placed on the National Register of Historic Places with historic significance, and this year we are celebrating the 70th anniversary of her maiden voyage.
Not only does Long Beach have attractions that float above the water, but there are also opportunities for people to visit with the things that live under the water.
Well, this is a great destination for visitors who are looking for both fun and also a visit to some of the neat habitats that we have in the Pacific Ocean. The Aquarium of the Pacific, while just being a facility to visit, also has many, many programs that we offer throughout our days and our weeks for both adults and children.
For Southern California Life, I'm Chad Rohn.
Researchers hope a new treatment can prevent thousands of premature births.
For Tanya Hall, 37 is the magic number. That's how many weeks she'd like to carry her babies before giving birth.
Usually they won't go that long because they're triplets, but we're doing really well so far.
37 weeks is a full-term baby, but it's unusual for twins and triplets. And very early preemies can face a host of medical problems with lifelong effects.
Prior to 28 weeks or even prior to 24 weeks. It's those babies that we worry about. The baby that delivers at 34, 35 weeks is going to do just fine.
As part of a study, Tanya is getting a weekly injection of a high-potency form of progesterone called 17P. Previous research found the hormone successfully prolonged pregnancy and high-risk single birth.
For the last 4 decades, we've assumed that the onset of labor has nothing to do with progesterone. This challenges that whole concept.
At 32 weeks, Tanya is counting the days till her children are born.
See you next week.
If we could get to 35, that would be really great.
She and her husband know as each day passes, they get closer to welcoming healthy babies.
And now let's go to San Diego to what's considered one of the best zoos in the world. We sent our very own Mark Kinney to the San Diego Zoo for a special report on a story we think you'll go ape for.
This week has been designated Ape Awareness Week by the San Diego Zoo. Great place to experience firsthand what these fascinating animals are all about. Unfortunately, the plight and future outlook of the ape species is a crucial concern.
Great apes are endangered. They're highly endangered in the wild, and there are a lot of things that we can do here in the United States to help these animals that are in Africa and Asia. There's 4 different species of great apes. There's orangutans, gorillas, common chimpanzees, and bonobos. And here at the San Diego Zoo, we have 3 of those species.
The ape's life and habitat are being affected by many things that include illegal logging, illegal hunting of the animals for bushmeat, palm oil plantation, which depletes the orangutan's habitat, and other problems that we in the States can actually help curtail.
We all have cell phones now, almost everybody, and we need to recycle these cell phones because what's happening is that there's a mineral or ore that is found in Central Africa, and it's called coltan, and they use this to manufacture cell phones. And the same thing, it can be taken illegally. And if it's taken illegally, then this is destroying the habitat where the gorillas live and chimpanzees.
There are other ways that we can help make a difference along with recycling cell phones. We can help save forest by buying wood wisely. Look for the FSC certificate. This ensures the wood was responsibly harvested and didn't impact wildlife. We can reduce illegal hunting by buying earth-friendly wood products in many areas. The ape is an amazing creature whose existence has helped us learn more about the animal kingdom and even ourselves. What we do now will dictate the future of the great apes.
Amanda Milam has struggled with her weight for most of her life and never thought she could do anything about it.
I've been overweight through childhood into adulthood, and kind of got worse and worse as I got into my 20s, and so I never actually thought I could, lose weight. I didn't understand how and how it worked.
It was last year that Amanda realized something had to change, and her life took a new direction when she met fitness trainer Melissa Mata from Perfection Fitness in Rancho Cucamonga. Amanda began taking some workout classes at the studio, but her new weight loss journey began in earnest last summer when Melissa took her under her wing with a special offer.
And you have been selected to be our before and after extreme makeover new winner for this summer. So that's the reason why you're here today. It's not for me to yell at you.
With that, Melissa personally trained Amanda over the summer at no cost, exercising with her, carefully watching over her diet, and encouraging her progress, all in the pursuit of changing the cycle and getting those pounds off for good.
We worked out a lot, quite a bit over the summer. I was in here probably 4 times a week. Me and her did personal one-on-one training, and then just eating good food.
What I love about Amanda is that she's a young lady in college and she works full-time, lives at home with lots of brothers and sisters. So there's always food, there's always temptation, and she really stuck to having her lifestyle consist of exercising with me and making her lunches to take to work. And as a young lady, it's really important to learn these tools to take with yourself for the rest of your life, and that's exactly what she's doing.
By the end of the 3 months, Amanda had dropped an incredible 50 pounds and was rewarded with a professional makeover and photo shoot.
It's a nice feeling when you've worked really hard and someone's kind of like, well, here's this kind of nice celebration.
On that day, you could just see Amanda glowing, and you could see her self-confidence in a whole new way from when we first interviewed her, when we told her she won the makeover. And that's one of the things that I told her, that I want her to feel good about herself and to believe in herself. And that's one of the main reasons I train. I watched this young lady light up, and her photo shoot was taking place, and I decided in that moment to continue training her, to give her my services to help her with her next journey.
So with the new year and Melissa's help, Amanda is ready to take on her next weight loss goal.
The goal is to lose another 50 by the end of spring, hopefully, so a total of 100 pounds by summer.
It's not easy, but with accountability and the will to want it, you can do it.
And while it's taken a lot of hard work and willpower to reach her first goal, Amanda says it's been worth it and hopes she can inspire others.
I was the last person you would ever expect to lose any weight, and it's been a great year. So I think that's kind of, it helps motivate other people.
So as Amanda continues her efforts to lose weight and live a healthy lifestyle, Melissa will soon be looking for someone else to help. Starting in April, Melissa will begin accepting applications for her next extreme before and after makeover. If you or someone you know are interested, details will appear soon at perfectionfitness.com, or you can call them at the studio at 909-477-3000. Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.
And coming up, it's one thing to play guitar, it's another to play 2 at the same time. There's only 2 people known in the world who can do this. No one called him crazy when he started out. However, success has been anything but typical for country artist Lee Brice.
Together 58 years.
Welcome back. Big news from Beverly Hills. Celebrity plastic surgeon Dr. Andrew Orden has discovered an anti-aging breakthrough called Fill and Freeze, and he's giving away 1 million bottles free.
I've spent nearly 30 years looking for an effective, instant breakthrough to reduce the appearance of wrinkles that can be applied topically instead of with surgery or invasive medical techniques. And I finally found it with Derm Exclusives Fill and Freeze.
Wow, I'm young again. I don't feel like an old lady. The lines are gone.
Oh my God, wow. I can't believe it. It looks really good. It gives you a whole new confidence.
It definitely took 10 years off. If I went to a dermatologist here in the city, I would pay $300-400 for this.
I know you're wondering what Derm Exclusive can do for you. Well, you don't have to wonder. You can order it right now and try it for yourself, absolutely risk-free. And here's how.
Call now during this special direct-to-consumer offer and you won't pay $120. Today, you can get your own instant results with Fill and Freeze for only $59. But that's not all. Today, we're taking another $20 off, so now you can get this instant wrinkle-removing miracle for the low price of only $39.95. And as part of our 1 million bottle giveaway, Dr. Orden is including a second $60 bottle of Fill and Freeze free. That's nearly $120 of Fill and Freeze for only $39.95. Dr. Orden will even include his Micro-Peel resurfacing pads, intensive repair serum, and collagen lift moisturizer, a $200 value, free. Order now and we'll even upgrade your order to express delivery. That's a $15 value, free. Plus, you even get to try it risk-free for 30 days with our money-back guarantee, but you must call to order. Call 1-800-619-1871. That's 1-800-619-1871. Order now.
They called him crazy when they started out.
No one called him crazy when he started out. However, success has been anything but typical for country artist Lee Brice.
Together 58 years now.
Lee Brice made history when he co-wrote the Garth Brooks comeback single, More Than a Memory. That went to #1 in 1 week, breaking all records. Then another record-breaking success with Lee's single Love Like Crazy, which holds the record for having the longest chart run in the history of Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart.
And love like
It was cool because of that. So many people heard it, and that's the whole point of all that. The more people hear it, the more people come to your shows, the more people support you, the more people that you can make more music for.
Before Brice was playing famous venues like the Viper Room in Los Angeles and putting out a critically acclaimed first album, he was making his mark as a songwriter for country greats like Tim McGraw, Jason Aldean, and Garth Brooks.
You get some feelings, when I wrote More Than a Memory, that Garth Brooks ended up recording and it ended up debuting at #1 on the charts. I felt like there was something special that day, That's not only half of who I am as a musician and an artist. I grew up writing songs to sing them, I didn't write them just to write them back then. I wrote them to sing them. Now, I did get into Nashville and I had a little more success early on as just a writer when those things separated, but now they're back to just, I'm writing songs to sing them,
Brice also grew up playing football in his home state of South Carolina, and then played for Clemson University on a football scholarship. But similar to another great singer-songwriter, Toby Keith, football took a back seat to the music world. And now Brice gets a chance to tour with one of the most successful songwriters, Willie Nelson.
It's going to be like a dream tour. Not only is it Willie Nelson, who's one of my biggest influences as a songwriter, I'm great friends with Randy Houser and Jamie Johnson, and us three are opening up for Willie, so it's like a dream tour. I mean, we're going to be tearing it up. It's going to be fun.
Brice delivers his music with meaning, like a true songwriter, Whether it's reminiscing about a first love or a Key West sunset, it's beautiful every time.
There's so many songs that I won't ever be able to release them all, so I'll be writing for other people too.
Leaving more than a memory every step of the way. Bringing you the best of California, I'm Heather Dawson for California Life. Our next guest is a musician that can play 2 guitars at once. He was recently featured in Music Connection magazine. The talented Rodney Brannigan joins us now in studio.
Hi,
Welcome, Rodney.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
That is amazing. I mean, we think 1 out of 3 people that we know of in the world. And
Right.
How did you discover this talent?
Accident. I'm ambidextrous. I'm left-handed and right-handed, more or less. And I was teaching guitar lessons, and a student of mine asked me if I could do it. And I was like, I don't know. So I tried it, and I could.
So I assume most musicians play with their right, or?
Most musicians play right-handed. Actually,
Okay.
I play right-handed also when I'm playing one guitar at the same time. But I figured out how to play one with my right hand and one with my left hand, and yeah, so that's what I do.
So it definitely makes your live shows interesting.
Yes, it does actually. I have quite a few other things that I do also that involve the ambidexterity, things that people don't usually see. Using the guitar as more than just one instrument, making it sound like a percussion instrument and making it sound like a guitar at the same time. So.
And you've been doing it a lot. You said you've been on the road, what, 300 days?
300 days a year is what I've been doing since 2001. And yeah, I do about 180 shows a year. I actually just cut that back to record my new album that has a national release date this next January. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Tell me a little bit about this new album.
The new album is, actually it doesn't have much of the 2 guitar stuff on it, but it's more pop stuff that I've written in Nashville. That's actually where I live now. I'm from Texas originally, but I live in Nashville, right?
Texan.
Right. But I've been writing for a publishing company in Nashville when I'm out there, and then on the side I write my own stuff. And so I moved out there to write with some guys that are like 4-time Grammy nominees, and some of them have like tremendous credentials, and I'm going out there and sucking up all the information from them I can and turning it into a radio-friendly album. So.
That's awesome. We're going to hear a lot about Rodney Brannigan. and
Hopefully.
We're going to hear you
Hopefully
play.
good stuff.
I
Hopefully
know,
it's not
all
on
good
cops.
stuff. Exactly. So let's see what you can do.
Oh, I would love to.
His commercial was one of the most popular ads of Super Bowl 49. I'm Audra Stafford, and coming up on California Life, I'll talk to the director of the Doritos middle seat commercial about how he crashed the Super Bowl and won.
Here at the Obagi Skin Health Institute in Beverly Hills, Dr. Zain Obagi leads the way to achieving remarkable results for skin of every age and type. Dr. Obagi is the founder and medical director of Zeo Skin Health Incorporated and has achieved international renown as a leading authority on skin rejuvenation. For more than 35 years, Dr. Obagi has defined and continues to advance skin health. Learn more about Zeo Skin Health and Zeo Medical products at zeoskinhealth.com.
Want a more attractive smile? Discover Smile Simplicity Veneers. Porcelain veneer shields that transform your smile. Without pain, without needles, and without removing any of your sensitive tooth structure. Whiten, reshape, and straighten your smile painlessly.
I would definitely recommend Smile Simplicity to everyone.
For free information about Smile Simplicity, call 1-888-543-1143 or visit smilesimplicity.com.
Hi, this is Steven Tyler, and I love California Life.
Hey, I'm Christina Perry, and I love California Life.
We love California Life.
Hi, I'm Joe Buck, and I love California Life.
Hi, I'm Nick Barrios, fashion designer. You may know me from Project Runway, and you're watching California Life.
Founded by Jacques Lubin and his partners in 1990, Inkplan USA has helped thousands of entrepreneurs to form legal entities throughout the world. Our clients have also made productive use of the various services that we offer: initial company registrations, bank consulting, virtual office services, and more. Inkplan's clientele continues to grow primarily from customer referrals. We are affiliated with Corporate Holding Services, a highly respected Delaware firm that advises large U.S. and international corporations.
A Southern California man made headlines when he crashed the Super Bowl, but he didn't get kicked out. Instead, he won $1 million and a dream job at Universal Pictures.
Welcome aboard, folks. Just go ahead and take any empty seat that you see.
It was one of the most memorable ads from Super Bowl 49, Doritos' middle seat commercial.
So I do have it.
My idea was sort of to play with, what if you were willing to be really obnoxious, just make a total fool of yourself and go to great lengths to keep that seat empty? What would you do? And that's what we ended up with.
Scott Zabielski's idea took off and landed him the winning spot in Doritos' Crash the Super Bowl contest.
It's one of those things that I kind of said every year, I'll definitely do that next year. I got to get around to that. And this was finally the year where I realized if I didn't enter, there's no chance to win. So I kind of pulled the whole thing together in a couple of weeks, and obviously it worked out.
Oh, God. We can only hope he doesn't have any internal finger bleeding.
Zabielski is the director and executive producer of Tosh.0.
Lifted me to Finger Sinai, the best finger specialist in the world.
With a budget of just $2,000 to make his commercial,
I hope it's not contagious.
he called in favors from his friends and family, even casting his own son as the baby.
My wife and I had an agreement that we were not going to have him be one of those Hollywood kids. And so when I realized I needed a baby for this spot, I decided to ask her for a one-time exception.
When your mom wakes up, can you tell her about me?
And she decided, since this was a contest and no one was going to actually see it, I got a one-time exception. And of course, now it was seen by 100 million people.
Zabielski himself got to watch it air from the comfort of the Doritos suite at the Super Bowl.
It feels like you're just watching on these little TV screens, and you forget that the rest of the world is seeing this too until your phone starts blowing up.
And you're presented with a big check and even bigger possibilities by actress Elizabeth Banks.
The Universal job is a huge opportunity, and I'm really hoping that it leads to my ultimate goal of one day directing a movie.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
That'll do it for us here on California Life. Thank you so much for joining us, and check out our new website, californialifehd.com. See you next time.